Hi, and welcome today to episode number 31 of Celebrity Customer Experience Riffs with me, Jill Raff, where we tell stories from the perspective of customer experience from the inside out, from employee experience to customer experience. Because I truly believe that great EX, employee experience, creates outstanding customer experience. And every customer deserves to have that same pampering treatment as a celebrity, thus, celebrity customer experience. I believe that your restaurant, your business can increase revenue while engaging committed and loyal employees and customers. It begins from the inside, which is why my proprietary process is called the Inside Out Framework from EX to CX, because I guarantee you outstanding employee experience will produce extraordinary customer experience. My parents and grandparents were early McDonald's franchisors. Their first McDonald's was store number 150, opened in Ocala, Florida, March of 1959, when McDonald's was the gold standard of the restaurant industry. Now, sadly, today, with so many brands we experience, as a customer, we're buying things, we experience being a customer multiple times throughout the day. And we've lost those connections created from having the owners or executive management hands-on and involved in doing whatever's needed to care for their employees. So therefore, their employees take care of their customers. Due to my upbringing in the Mick family and careers across various industries, from fashion to restaurant to real estate, spanning 7 countries, the golden thread for me throughout was what I learned as a young child with Ray Kroc's motto of QSC and V, quality, service, cleanliness, and value. I now teach the ABCs of QSV. With this core foundation and other work that I've done, I inherently understand extraordinary customer experience because it's truly in my DNA. So if you're watching live, thank you so much for joining today. And if you're watching the replay, thank you for taking the time to watch the replay, because I know this time doesn't always work out for everybody to watch it live. But I want to encourage you either way to please leave a comment. You can literally join in the conversation by you writing in your thoughts or in feedback, your comments. I will see them through my through the app that I'm using to stream, and we'll have a conversation about that. You can contribute to the benefit of this, so please do join in. This has been a week packed with people using their voices. Today, I want to talk about the power and the impact of the voices of your people. No better week than today to talk about this because, as I said, it's been packed with people using their voices by way of their votes in our elections. And there's no greater power than to have your say, to express your opinions, and to have an impact on greater good. Every single vote, every single vote, every single person, each person matters equally. There is not one person whose voice or opinion is greater than another's. We all individually have the same right and privilege without judgment. At least we should. So I wanted to tie in this idea of voicing our opinion, the voice of our people, listening to the voice of our people for the greater good, and how we apply that into our businesses. And interestingly, it really ties into the name of my program, Celebrity Customer Experience. The point being, it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity who's defined you as a celebrity. You should not get any less treatment or better treatment because you're a celebrity or you're Jill Raff or you are, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you do. Doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter what God you pray to. Doesn't matter who you love. We are all people and human beings, and we all have the right to get the same customer experience when we go to purchase something, anything, food, a product, a service. It doesn't matter. We all deserve the same right as a celebrity. They get pampered and treated like royalty wherever they go and whatever they purchase. Everyone understands what that means when you talk about a celebrity customer experience. Well, I believe that everyone deserves the same. And it's the same thing with everyone's voice being equally heard. So this brings me to the concept of how the voice of your people actually ties into customer experience. Engagement is listening to the voice of your people. And engagement is the solution for increased retention and higher profits in your business. Let's face it, we are social beings. And especially now, we are craving human connection. Susan Pinker's TEDx talk says that the leading indicator of long life is social interaction with another person. Everybody wants to matter, even whether it's being seen or heard, but not only being heard, but listened to. When an employee's ideas are recognized and actually implemented and tried, they become a part of your solution. They are engaged in your business. And Forbes states that that employees who feel their voices are heard by being tried, right? How does someone feel heard? How is it acknowledged that they're being heard? By someone acknowledging it and maybe putting that into action. So Forbes states that employees who feel their voices are heard are 4.6 times more likely to feel empowered to perform their best work. Now, who doesn't want that from their employees? Who doesn't want that from themselves? We all want to feel heard. We all want to feel appreciated and happy in the jobs that we're doing. And we really all want to perform the best we can to our abilities and to do our best work for the people who are counting on us. It's really an easy way to make that happen. What we found is if you want to have increased commitment, more productivity, and happiness in your workplace, you need to clearly define your shared goal. When an employee is engaged and feeling a part of something bigger, they're less likely to leave. And we all know the cost of the turnover, the churn, is immense. It can easily be fixed and stopped. You can plug up that constant leak going out of your business. Happy and highly engaged employees will bring in 147% more profits into your business. So engage your people. Ask for their input, their ideas, their feedback, and ask often. This is how you show you value them, that you acknowledge and appreciate your people as essential partners in your business success. Engaging your staff is really the first step to leadership development at every single level in your business. And it's how you'll discover who they are beyond just their role as an employee. It's through engagement and showing you care consistently that we develop those relationships. Interactions, not a transaction, interactions create relationships. Real relationships create connection, as in human to human connection, not connections, plural, a method of personal or professional gain. And connection equals profit, both personally and financially. I think Benjamin Franklin said it best. Tell me, and I forget. Teach me, and I may remember. Involve me, and I learn. So don't tell your people what to do. Show them side by side, modeling the behaviors you want to see from them as they engage with your end customers. I suggest you teach your employees what your company core values are, what you stand for, and what your expectations are in your company culture, in your company and in your company culture around living into those values at work, both with your fellow employees and with your customers. And if that's happening with your employees, then that same goodwill and cheer will go out to your customers. Once they have this education that you've taught them about this, and you engage with them by modeling side by side what you expect from them and how you want them to interact with your end customers. Engagement, it means true interaction, an exchange of ideas, thoughts, communication, having activities where you can listen to your voice, to the voices of your people. Activities where you can encourage an openness of dialogue, asking them what do they think, asking them, if you were the leader right now, what would you do? Get their feedback and then try it, implement it like we talked about a little bit earlier. When you do these things, you will discover your people's deeper value, all that they have to offer your organization just beyond being your employee. And when they feel recognized that they're not just being looked at as an employee, which actually is the transaction between you and your, if you're the owner, if you're the employer, the transaction between you as an employer and the employee. And the employee would feel like they're just a transaction, a cog in the wheel, being the employee, and how they're looked at by the attitude of their employer. When you shift that, when you make that change, when you show you're genuinely interested, that is the way we transform transactions into interactions at the workplace. This is how we learn about their talents, their interests, and their gifts, which will make your workplace a much richer, more interesting, more exciting, and actually much more productive workplace. Statistically, they show that companies who are more diverse are much more successful financially. It makes sense. You're bringing in a lot of different ideas, and when people respect each other's thoughts and ideas, their voices and what they have to say, then you're creating an environment of trust. And when you're living amongst an environment of trust, you can really stretch yourself to take risks and go out there. And it's when you take those risks that you grow the most. No one's expecting perfection, but that is the key. And it's really important because, you know, that's why my tagline, my motto, my subtitle, whatever you want to call it, is transform transactions into interactions. Because at the end of the day, the crux of it, the core skeletal idea is when we look at people as people and we interact with them as humans, from human to human, and we recognize that we're there to help provide a service as an employee, and as an employer, as an employee, but as a customer, when you go for something, it also means that we don't go with attitude. When we go to buy something, when we go to eat, there are many choices we have, but it's up to us as well to make sure that we are being respectful and that we are appreciating what everyone is and what they have to offer, and that we don't treat them as a transaction. It's just as important for us as customers to respect that human relationship, and that we're not treating the people who are serving us like they're entitled and they are owing us something because we are choosing to do this business with them. So it kind of works both ways, which I love, because to me, it is about this cycle. It's about this beautiful synergistic cycle that one thing plays on the other and supports each other, from the very beginning of as a customer around to the employee or employer who's serving that customer. And, I think this is a great opportunity to really look at how important it is to listen to the voice of everyone else and to be able to voice our own opinions and our own thoughts. But as a business person, it is crucial that you take the time to really listen to the voice of your people. That will be the key to your success. I would love to hear from anyone. I'm going to put my contact information up on the screen. If you have any thoughts at all on, this is something that really resonates to me, and please reach out and discuss how you can also tap into the voice of your people to create a more rich and interesting workforce where everybody's going to have each other's backs. Your employees will help you build your business and make it grow. So it's a united team where everyone genuinely like each other and take care of each other. They're all in this thing together and they'll have each other's backs. And as a result, they also will genuinely take care of and like their customers as a result. No, not every single person. We're all human and things happen, right? But let's face it, when we take care of each other, we have each other's backs, we provide an environment where people can speak freely and voice their opinions. When those opinions are listened to and they're applied, not just heard, but listened to, then people feel validated. And that's a basic human need, wanting that validation. So I'll end this today just saying that I really hope, especially this week, where we've had an opportunity to voice our opinion, where we've had an opportunity to voice our will and what we want to see happen in our own elections and our own leaders. I want to impart that I hope that this has been a parallel to what you can do in your own business and how that will really help you in your business as well. Thank you again for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again next week, same time on Celebrity Customer Experience. And remember, if you're watching the replay, please do comment and share this with others. If you think this is something that someone else will enjoy, please do that, whether it's the replay. Tell them to join in whenever they can and comment along the way. And be sure to tag me so I can respond and engage with you, because engagement is really where it's at. Thank you so much. And again, I appreciate you joining, and see you again next week.